Hello, I would like to introduce to y'all the Guide to the Motivational Approach, narrated by Michael Johnson. In 1954, this guy Abraham Maslow came up with the hierarchy of basic human needs. You may be thinking, what does this have to do with the motivational approach? Well, if you take a look at the top two tiers, you will understand later on that as an OD practitioner, self-fulfillment and psychological needs are an important factor when utilizing the motivational approach. Now it's time for us to pay our employees. And I just don't mean voluntarily. I mean, let's really pay attention to what our employees want. In this presentation, we will learn about external motivation, which are rewards, self-fulfillment, how to foster a good working environment, creating teams, and stakeholdership. In external motivation, it involves reinforcement theory that proposes that you can change someone's behavior by using reinforcement, punishment, and extinction. Reinforcement theory also works in favor of stopping someone from doing something that you find unfavorable. Let's take Patrice here. She's been feeling unmotivated and discouraged at her jobs. But how can Bob the boss help her? By giving her bonuses or recognition, now Patrice has a reason to work harder. And now we can see the company growth increasing. Next, Bob can ask, what can I do to increase my employees' self-confidence? Employees with high self-confidence also have high confidence in their work, and in turn, your company shall grow tenfold. Well, Bob, you can do what they call fostering self-fulfillment. Psychologists have suggested that self-fulfillment is a basic internal need that we as humans have. As an OD practitioner, it is our job to foster a workplace environment that satisfies that need. The question you need to ask is, what can you do for your employees? Next, you can notice here that we have 5 individual workers. Well, what can we do to motivate them further? We can bring them together on something called team building. Through team building and assigning teams, you allow your employees to motivate each other, and this fosters a very great working environment. Last but not least, we have stakeholding. Oh no, not that stake. I mean stakeholding, as in making your employees feel as if they have a stake in the company. A way that we can foster stakeholding is find out where your employees want to be in 10, 15 years, and then create goals for them to reach that. Because as the company grows, they should also grow. It really makes the difference. Let's be honest. People treat things that they own with a little bit more care now, don't they? What organizations could benefit from the motivational approach? I feel that all minimum wage jobs could benefit nowadays. People in these positions simply don't care enough about these jobs because there is no future in it. I'm not saying give them more than what they're qualified for, but society could benefit as a whole if when people left these jobs, they left with something such as stock options. A company that has greatly benefited from the motivational approach is Google. And a testimony to its success, let's say 12 years ago you bought $10,000 worth of Google stock, it would be worth $100,000 today. That's a 900% increase. At Google, they offer some of the best employee perks, such as free food, free company products, stock options, a free rides to work, 18 weeks of maternity and paternity leave, the list goes on. If that doesn't motivate anyone to work hard, I don't know what does. So in conclusion, we learned about external motivation, self-fulfillment, creating teams, and stakeholdership. In a quote by Charles Swindoll, he states, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. As OD practitioners, we should make it 50-50. Stay motivated.
Created using Powtoon.